about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway from Miami. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A play fake for Gaskin. Now Tua. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Now the former Washington Husky. Here's Myles Gaskin. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. This defense for the Patriots, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. These two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami. Tua now on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd and 10. On play action, here's Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Parker. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tua going to throw. Bank hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free but couldn't recover.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Making an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Moss. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Better ball security, but not much else to show for it. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down. Sanders' kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
From the 6. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 30 on 2nd down. Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, these two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win here in Miami. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. From the pistol, it's Gurley. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd down at 7. Now Jones completes it to Aguilar. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throwing Jones. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Looking to throw. Jones. Going for it all. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. A flag down. Let's see if this will stand. Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Here we go. It's Gurley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 42 yards on the ground for him so far.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Man open left side is Brown. Touchdown, Patriots. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Dolphins 3. Jake Bailey to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
To throw again on second down. Tua. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a stretch play left for Gurley. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Jones. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. Now facing 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Christian Wilkins in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Rohrwasser's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And this is Parker, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, it's Gurley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Got a man, it's Brown. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all, and Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember, but back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year, and we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause for a few weeks in 2001 following the attacks on September 11th.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there, and so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Looking to throw. Jones gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Henry. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So now from half the distance closer, here's first and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Another try on second down with Gurley. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Todd Gurley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This one fielded at the 5. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Raekwon Davis coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. To throw from his end zone, Jones. They'll get this out to Gurley. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Give him 7 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's second down.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. The guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
On 2nd and 9, Jones looking for Harry. He airs it out deep, and that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, Jones. He completes it to Henry. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's Jones on 3rd and 2. Got his man. That's Harry. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Looking to throw. Jones. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Jones throw complete here to his receiver Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Jalen Phillips able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Jones to throw on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, they run with Gurley. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
The Miami defense trying to keep them out. They haven't let them in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's Tagovailoa from his own end zone. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's got Fuller. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Tua to Fuller for a Miami first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A play fake for Gaskin. Now Tua. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second and a yard. Tua. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 16. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's... And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. Back to throw. Jones. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Patriots.
So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On second down, it's Gurley again. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. New England on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 2nd and 9, Tua. Into the secondary, past the 40. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Tua now on 1st down. Here's Fuller with a catch. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Will Fuller with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And he puts this one through. It makes our score 31-10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Jones. This is intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And checking the timeouts. They do have two defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Christian Wilkins getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
You got time.
One final try for Tagovailoa. He sets to fire deep. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team